Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Geomologist Presents. Today, we are playing our ongoing game of Twilight 2000. So we've been playing this game for almost 3 years, believe it or not. And today, we have a small crew, although the pre-Krakow coalition is quite large. But today, we have Amy. Amy, just
Hello.
tell. Yep, Amy plays Kasha and others.
I do. I play Kasha and Florian, which is her interest. And then I roll for other characters, but they're not pivotal.
Guess not. Yeah, you can click on the click. Is it which one is it? Is it journal? Click on the journal and see how many characters we have. Yep, there you go. That's a lot of there's a lot of characters. And this is just from one campaign. All right. And then we have Vince.
Hello, I play Rupert, who is a German vehicle commander, and then he has a squad as well.
Yeah, and then Vince will do duty or squad duty if we need do duty. Vince will play other characters as needed in the group, and the group's quite large.
The dice they tell me to.
Yes, right. Um, so there we go. Like it is a big group, and it's going to be bigger. I mean, it's a big group of marching people. But when we left last time, you could see here. Yeah, this is like a big. Well, all this represent like this chemical agent, blood agent, like a cyanide gas type thing that some group that I will not name broke the Geneva Convention and
there, there
assaulted
is no more Geneva Convention.
the Black Baron in his castle here, which is the Museum of Technology or something like that in Warsaw. The gift of Stalin. People call it Stalin's big cake. I think I have a picture of it somewhere in the handout.
Mhm.
Is this it? Yes. This is it. Oh, I'll show it to you. There it is. Right. It is now collapsed and blown up and a big pile of rubble. And then the back here, up here, I mean, everyone returned to base. I don't know if I need to consolidate everyone at base, but everyone returned to base and had a big party up here. And yeah, I don't know if I need to move anything. This is a fun snapshot of what happened. So yeah, I don't know what these things are doing here. That's weird. It's remnants. But here's Rupert and his crew, but the Spa Panzer is down here in the thick of it. They have a T-72 that is driven by PFC Ronson. Maybe you should make him a sergeant or just tank
He's a
commander.
tank commander.
There's a Hind. That's the other player here, and that's where all these characters are located. Kasha and Florian and Volkov. I know I don't have the proper picture for Florian because I'm silly like that, and he's just Saint Florian, right? And then this other group here, bunch of Marines, and then there's the Soviet 10th Guard, and then all the allies that they had in Warsaw that helped to defeat the Black Baron. There's no one left, really. I think you'd captured only one person of interest, maybe a few of the one unit that was still had a gumption to fight, but not you know what I mean. But yeah, I think there's like nothing left of the Black Guard, his elite unit. There's a couple squads, maybe 3 squads left of the second Pultusk. The artillery is gone. Most of the other companies were like conscripts for the most part. There were some, and some of the ones that were bloodthirsty, almost at the marauder level, those still pretty good troops were destroyed. Or the unit was rendered was neutralized. I guess the unit was neutralized, and survivors, were captured, etc. So, so then that happened. When we compared notes, it happened on the 21st of September 2000, which is day 65 of the campaign. 51 days since the group was in Krakow. It took them about 6 days to get to Krakow from the Battle of Kalitz. So 65 days out from the Battle of Kalitz. So it's only been like 2 months. It seemed like forever. I'm just kidding. So, right. So I think what I'm going to do is it's going to be a montage really, because I think we're done with this phase of the campaign. And I know there are things that people want to do. So I know that Amy has a big list because she's told me for the last couple of weeks. So I'm gonna let Vince go first. And Vince, what is Rupert gonna do? It's probably with cleanup and resting and fixing everything and rearming everything. And there's so much inventory and repairs to do, and just rest and relaxation for a long time, for the first time in a long time. So what is, so let's say you have at least 3 days to rest before you kind of have to organize to get out of here. So what's Rupert gonna do for the next 3 days?
Rupert is
Excuse me.
gonna uh do whatever maintenance he needs to try to patch up whatever holes are left and whatnot. Because I do know there are field patches on it from just to keep things going, but try to refortify and make things a bit either more fortified to how they were beforehand, as well as he will try to establish communications with either NATO or German military. Just follow up to see about after reset, after he completes his mission in Krakow, to see what's next for him regarding that dossier. Because as of now, he is gonna see about trying to, well, get in touch with Jonesy, but unfortunately that wasn't gonna happen. But uh, just to follow up with Jonesy's mission with this prototype there.
That seems good.
Yeah, I will look to
Yeah.
see if a radio is available. I mean, they all point to the collapsed rubble in the distance. They said, "Well, I heard the Baron had a radio, a big radio of some sort, but do we have one? I don't know."
I'm gonna say either that or he will try to see what if we can try to boost his own signal from the spec looks.
For the Spophanzer looks.
Mm-hmm. Whether try to make a makeshift antenna to boost the signal or whatnot, because he does have his electronics that can try to help boost whatever in those 3 days.
Kasia would go up to Rupert and say, "Why don't you take a little flight up into the behind? You should be able to get signal from there."
That's kind of true.
This is actually very true. That might be.
Do not fall out. That's bad idea.
Isn't there doors on the hind?
There are. Make sure they're closed.
All right,
That's the idea.
sure. Well, so give me just I mean, you're gonna spend like multiple shifts trying to do this, so there's no point in rolling. But the tenuous, or the more who knows if it's going to work thing, is the radio. So probably if you're allowed to go up into the hind, then you have a bigger range. So let me see. I'm going to look on my Google map. And I know someone's going to tell me what the range is on a radio, on the hind radio. Right?
But the game says that you should be able to reach them.
The game doesn't say that at all.
Maybe. You're the GM. You make the game.
But then why are you saying that it can? I'm confused.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so like the Frankfurt on the Oder is
Well, Germany not far from Warsaw because that's where Jonesy was originally.
so I think it's a different that's a different Frankfurt.
But I thought there was a base.
It is 475 kilometers from Warsaw, basically to the German border. So, however, there could be, Kalitz is the German third was at Kalitz. I mean, but the where we're going to model this anyway is you're going to fly up and see if you can get them.
Yes, sir.
I just want to see what the absolute like how far could you communicate if you are able to communicate, right? That's
You can ask them to hind dash us some sauerkraut. Because there's no.
Rupert finds that offensive.
Okay, how about sausage?
Still offensive.
German potato salad?
Rupert's aside.
yeah. So just make the
Communications roll.
yeah.
Okay, I get +1 on that.
Oh no. Do you need Vlad to help?
Would you want to push that?
Yes, I would like to push it.
There you
There
go.
we go.
That's much better.
Okay. Okay. So now I will look somewhere else. Why did it open that? That's so weird. Like why did it open that one? So let's see.
Just to be silly.
Guess so.
It is because Rupert did not order food.
You're ordering from DoorDash, Rupert?
Hindash.
I don't think DoorDash works in a post-apocalyptic world right now.
Oh really?
Just saying. Maybe Postmates, let's be honest here. Hashtag not sponsored.
It is Hindash.
Yeah.
You fly in, you grab, you come back.
Technically, wouldn't it be Heinz line? Just because Heinz don't dash, they fly.
Mm-hmm.
It could be. It could be messy.
Rupert writes down in a notepad $1 million, like a list of $1 million ideas, and you see
Mhm.
him there, bottled water, question mark, possibly bottled water cans,
Oh, wow.
double question mark.
So Swedish use leopards. That's interesting.
Yes, they do.
Did not know that.
They are pretty.
What's that?
They are pretty. The tanks and the cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, are like are German vehicles named after big cats? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I think most of them are, but I don't think every vehicle is. But it's like a running gag with certain types of series that they name them after big cats. But I'm not sure if everything is named after a big cat, but I know a majority of them are.
Mhm.
The viewers will have to tell us in the comments down below
I guess so.
after they like and subscribe and share.
I guess so. So it's
And invest in Hindfly.
Yes. Get your stock now. Because it would be temperature controlled with oxygen. Nothing could get in it. Telling you. It's a good plan. I think it could work. Put a little sticker in the window.
okay. That's one. So far I have one possibility.
One possibility for what? We contacted?
Yeah, because I'm assuming you're talking in German, right?
Yeah, I'll be probably in German, but it coded transmissions, like what he was trained for.
Okay. Like a choose your own adventure book here. It's like go to page 23.
Oh, okay. Page 23 of the manual.
That
Just
is,
go to page 15.
go to page 15. Take the first letter in the fourth column on the third level.
Mhm.
Oh, my adventure end. It said I did not make it. I got to start again. Give me a minute.
Huh. Oh, that's the other curious thing. Okay.
You know how it goes.
Let's see what
Oh, but
I gotta look at the Google map now.
go to Google Maps. You have caught it. Started quite a ruckus, Mr. Rupert.
You tell him.
You know, at least this time it wasn't gotcha.
This is true.
I mean, it normally is. Gotcha. Maybe you took Ronson up on Hind with you and he is looking out window and in your way. Maybe that's the problem. I don't
Who would be the other communications expert on here as well besides Rupert? Because Rupert's an electrician, communications, and a combat engineer as well.
Mhm.
Anna and then Kasia and Volkov. I don't know that Vlad is.
Might take Anna then as a backup to help.
I think she might be. I check.
You can roll a d12 then. She'll have that bonus die, another d12.
Nana. Anna
Oh,
is
that's
the
another success. Okay.
she's a linguist.
What's her tech again?
B.
EB. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
That'll
but
work.
she's giving you a bonus. Right. Okay, let's see. See how this goes.
Hopefully it goes very well.
Okay, that's the fifth. You get like a staticky reply.
They're not telling me to start fires, are they?
No,
It says, leave a message, he is not available.
yeah, no in tone.
The entire German military is not available. Please
Yeah,
leave a
give me
message
a
after the tone.
give me an empathy roll. Or
Press
Empathy?
1 for
no, wait.
German and 2 for Polish.
Time out, wait. Yeah, fly got into my throat. Give me
So
intelligence roll.
intelligence? Just straight intelligence?
Let me see.
There's recon, survival, and tech underneath there, and then for empathy is command and persuasion.
Recon.
Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna try to push.
No, no.
Yeah, okay. So someone answers you.
Can I try to push it again, or I can't push
No,
a
you can only
push
push
roll?
once, you know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Can Rupert, or not Rupert, can Volkov help?
No.
I would just say Anna technically could, but I'm not sure if she can give another detail like before.
Mhm.
Volkov is going to turn up all the music in the Hind. It's in Russian.
Yeah.
He'll sing along. That's why you can't make out transmission. Too loud in the Hind.
Sure, that can be the reason. Not that Rupert's just being Rupert.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. He's trying to be helpful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, someone answers you, goes and says, so what do you tell them? What's the communication? You do get somebody, I guess. So what's the
The
communication?
message is gonna be basically what was it? So first off, I would try to identify who they is, as well as try to give my safe word. This had get the call and response. You normally how with intelligence how that works, and then after that would be the to find out new mission objectives once primary mission objective has been complete. A follow up for after primary mission goal is achieved. What will be the following mission objective, or the follow up after basically the objective has been complete, which is the item being retrieved.
Okay.
But Rupert's not going to say anything about what he's collecting, what it is, or whatnot. He's going to be a bit vague, and then say either the mission, the the file number if they ask for the mission objective or the which specific mission. But
Yep.
that's about all he's going to say, if anything, after he gets his call and response for uh, whoever's on the line, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, they say, oops. They go, what mission are you speaking about?
So this would
There's
be after the safe phrase is spoken between both.
oh, the phrase. Did he give the phrase?
Because, like, for instance, it'll be like, uh, German German order, uh,
Oh, you give the
you know,
name of the order and stuff. Okay.
well, not even that, but like it's name of like let's say, Jaeger Schnitzel, and then they say, sorry, sir, we're out of this, or we can only have, bratwurst and sauerkraut. Something mundane, but yet the passphrase for that. So I know it's correct in military intelligence that's supposed to be handling the conversation. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then if they say it correctly, then I'll give the file number of the mission if need be.
Okay. All
Or
right.
actually,
There's
not even the file number, the code name. But I'm not sure the operation will have a code name yet, or what the
Mhm.
code name would be.
it probably just be called reset, right? I mean,
Yeah. What you were saying?
it's probably just called reset, right?
Yeah, yeah. But before that, I thought you were going to say something. I apologize. I misread that.
Okay. Well, they do give. There's a pause, and they give the right things that you
The right
remember.
answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then they ask about what mission it was.
Oh, might be a better map. Krakow. They just like, what was the name of your mission?
How about it say it's code name reset? After securing primary objective, what is the next mission objective or the follow up to that mission objective?
Well, like I said, so there's like a pause.
Yeah,
I'm just checking one more thing.
I'm pretty sure it's the transmission is traveling a bit away, so I understand if it's takes a minute to and fro.
Mm-hmm.
They are probably quite confused how you get a hold of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not. But this would be good opportunity for people to comment down below what they would have said.
Right.
Because,
What is your favorite German food order? Put it in the comments.
Uh-huh.
oh yes. Don't know, I kind of like schnitzel. What is your favorite, Mr. Rupert?
Jaeger schnitzel with the mushroom gravy,
Mm,
German potato salad.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yum, yum.
Ooh, there's that guy.
We need to
And
start
then
a
Brussels
pine
sprouts.
fly now. I do like a good old bratwurst though.
A what?
The good bratwurst.
Okay. So said they tell you to actually, interestingly, after like a pause, report uh report your findings to our operatives and allies in Krakow.
But this very big.
I would ask for a point of contact. Like, what would be the one that they've said that should be the main point of contact for Krakow? If that makes sense.
They give you like they give you an interesting name, Heinrich Halecki.
Heinrich Halicki. Got it.
And then they just say Heinrich Halecki. There's a pause also
Okay.
as you ask for that, and they say Heinrich Halecki Nostrovi.
Nostrovi. Got it.
The
Heinrich
owner of
Halicki
the bar.
Nostrovi.
Okay. All right, so they tell you.
Okay.
You can have Anna roll a recon too.
Do you want to roll for her? Or you want me to roll?
No,
Well,
Anna.
go ahead.
No, well, it's
You already have it
Rupert's thing.
open.
Yeah, if you have it open.
Oh, I thought you already had it open.
I didn't, but that's okay.
All right. So Anna's like, Rupert. I think we were talking to an American.
Closest we're probably gonna get for a bit. I mean, it's NATO, so I guess that'll work.
You mean you couldn't tell? Did your ears get rung during the combat?
You hear how much static is on this line? It could be anything at this point.
That accent. It was Berlin, but Berlin from high school. And she laughs.
Okay.
She gives you like a punch, like a
Yeah.
arm punch. Maybe it
Mhm.
hurts. How strong is she? How strong is Anna?
Don't know.
Well, you had a character open.
Wait, I only to roll. How strong do you, she's a small frame.
Okay.
So
Fight in small groups. How would I know?
a B in strength.
Oh, that's a pretty good hit.
Yeah.
She's wiry and
I mean,
probably bony.
yeah. I would say it wouldn't leave a bruise or anything, but it'll sting for a second.
Yeah, yeah. She hits you in the same arm that her she still has that scar from where she got shot.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that's interesting. I don't know what you think of that. All right. Okay. Anything else, Rupert?
No, that'll be it for now.
Oh, one more recon.
Oh, one more recon? Sure. I got that here. Ah,
Oh,
no.
uh-oh.
Can I push the D10?
Yes, you can.
I'll do
So
that.
you need help from Anna?
Aha! I got one.
Okie dokie.
I rolled a 7.
Okay.
I believe that's one success.
Okay. All right. When you get back to base, Volkov lets you know that that you owe him.
Not
for
in
the
my head,
favor.
an agreement.
For the favor. Then later on, during some downtime, you see Vlad talking to Volkov about some things. All right. Okay. Amy, what do you want to do for the next 3 days?
Well, Koshi and Florin would go over to Minsk.
Are you gonna go? I thought we were doing that on the way.
Oh, we could. Then
mean,
I
this is
guess
in
they
more
would go over to Silies, to the old Lechia Warsaw
Mhm.
Stadium. And he would take out practice jersey and his shoes, his bag, things like that, that they
Okay.
so nicely kept for him. And then he would give the rest over to
Just leave it there.
Andres.
Yeah, leave it there, I guess. Yeah,
And
Andres has told Adam, to Adam's chagrin, that he's not leaving. He's staying here. But I guess Adam is okay if there's a trade. Oh, your torpedo, it's probably in the basin is where the Vistula Queen is parked now,
yes,
in the basin, and then they fix your torpedo boat over the next few days or so.
Florian would have asked for the side of the boat to say FKC Magpie.
Okay.
And he would definitely be out there playing football with the kids.
In Polish or in English, magpie?
Probably Polish. I mean, he is Polish.
Mhm.
And they would do all of that. And then I think Florian would probably take Kasha just on little trip just so they could say goodbye to Jonesy permanently and then they would come back.
So they're gonna leave and come back. You're not gonna just go on the way out, like to Minsk.
If that's what you want them to do.
I mean, what do you want to do? You guys can go by yourselves in maybe a dangerous location.
How is it dangerous? It's by the old McDonald's.
I know, but that's not close.
Sounds like you want her to wait.
It's a bit of ways.
I mean, let's look. You guys are like in the boot. No, yeah, more or less in the boot area. Yeah, and it's like 20 kilometers away.
I guess they'll wait then.
Yeah, it's
They
like
just were hoping to have some time alone. That's all. I guess they will go to the Vistula Queen and hang out with Adam.
okay.
Tell them their woes of how all their life they've been kept apart. All they want to do is spend time together and they can't seem to catch a break.
Okay.
And beg to use the big cabin instead of little cabins so they could spend some time.
I think after some hem-hawing, Andre says, "Come on, brother, be cool." So they, it's fine. All right. Yeah, Minsk is like 40 kilometers away. So you could probably go here. And then we know there's like roads that kind of go to there. So when you guys take off a few days, how many more days are you going to stay there? So let's say that's 3 days. So it's the 24th now.
They're fine with leaving. I mean, she wanted to make sure both planes were fixed at Minsk airport. So one comes with us with the generator, one stays there with them.
Okay.
She'll
Right.
leave a couple of the boats for them to use to come travel to us, and the rest will get tied up to the torpedo boat, and Marines will drive it down.
Okay. And they'll meet you in like Otvak or Gora Kalvaria.
Wherever they want to go, they'll just follow.
Yeah, because Otvak is actually on the river. I don't know why it's pretty close to the river. I don't know why it's so far away. These maps are awful. But I guess maybe that's part of it. It's supposed to be like fog of war,
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're not going to linger. Maybe we'll leave on the 24th. Head first to McDonald's.
They don't have to stay very long.
Yeah,
Just to say goodbye.
So head to McDonald's. Look at all this stuff that's there.
The new bagel sandwich. Hashtag not sponsored.
Yep.
With Hein Dashikin.
Yep. And I guess this is where Jonesy's buried, right? So
He's by the tree. Yes.
by the tree or by the
This tree.
The tree. Okay. All right. Okay. So the convoy, so I guess the boats, are you gonna, this is like a big convoy that you're taking?
Well, I think the convoy would just wait on the road. They would go say their goodbyes. And when they got back up, Kasia would hand all the matchbooks that Jonesy had been collecting over to Rupert.
So I guess so. I know the truck convoy is driving. I'm not going to go over like. We got to figure out like what's going to go and what's going to stay. But, oh right, I don't know, the 9th. So definitely like that Johnson guy wants to go. The 9th.
I think Kasia would be friends enough with Halitzer crew to ask them to come.
Okay.
Tell them we have places they can live. Tell them her plans,
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, they're gonna let a whole. I mean, that's a lot of people.
A lot of them are going to stay at the airport.
Yeah, so right, so that's like,
It's just outside of town. Don't want to overwhelm.
yeah, they have 30 pack horses to carry supplies. Um, it's a big division. And then you
Couple of
have
technicals because they
Captain
were left.
John Stone. Yeah, they'll take some of the technicals to help. All right, so I guess they'll meet you in Otbach. They'll
Mhm.
head there. And we'll kind of regroup at Otbach while you guys go to Minsk Makaviki. Um, recover the, so we'll go back to here.
Well, we want to make sure that prisoners know war for them is over. Go home to your families. You do not need to be part of this anymore.
Yeah, so just
We wish to be friends.
as a reprise. All these prisoners here. Yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3, a lot of them. So those guys, so I guess you can convince the Polish group to take them, the Lubulan guys, to take them back to Lubulan, disarmed, and then let them go back to Ukraine.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
And I will
Right.
give them letter to give to their higher up, asking him to please contact us when he can. We wish to be friends and allies,
Okay.
part of her bigger scheme.
Right.
And these are the planes. We take one, leave one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, here's like the force that's going down there. The Russians. I mean, they don't need to stay really, and they really have no place to stay in Warsaw. You know, they'd rather not, but there's a
But I
lot.
mean, their horses could work the farm there. They could have lives.
Right. Right. That's true.
Kasia would explain, water is over. There is no more Russia and Poland and Germany. We are all free now.
Yeah. So that's like 28. What is that? 50. Um,
It's a few.
60, 50. So 104,
There were 300
184,
Russians.
184, 194, and then another, yeah, 294. Yeah, you're right, about 300, 294 or so, plus
Yeah.
command group. They have a couple technicals and the OT. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So you fly, is the hind flying or is it you put it on the trailer?
We would put it on the trailer with the
Okay.
cover over it. No sense in pulling attention. But we have all those little boats. I mean, there's places that if they're not on horse, we could get them back with us.
No, it's going to be a big convoy. It's going to take a while. It's
Oh, I'm
big.
sure.
Okay, but I guess they'll reconvene outside of Otbach. Is that the
Yes.
plan? Okay.
Yes.
You guys go to Minsk, liaison with the Polish.
We
And
have to get our last McDonald's burger before we leave.
oh yeah, at Minsk. They make those burgers. So Rupert,
Very good.
anything you're gonna do at the McDonald's or in Minsk, your crew? Or just following along
Just
this
gonna eat, enjoy what they can before they get stuck with rations.
yeah, so I mean this is like, so I guess a convoy is like, the tanker truck, the Looks, the M113, the BMP, the T-72, and then
Kasia would leave little bits of medical supplies in each place,
yeah, and then
not exhausting everything, to thank them. And she asked for a little bit of grocery shopping while she was there.
and then the gauze, the 2 BTRs, that's pretty big. And then like the convoy that's going south to Otbach. Well, and then there's a Vistula Queen, the torpedo boat, a couple small boats,
6 little boats.
and then I guess the Marines will they'll keep the OT, I guess, and then they'll put that on the boat on the barge, and then they'll travel with the Vistula Queen, and then the technicals will go, some of the Marines will go with the Soviets, which is kind of weird, but I guess it works. And they'll be heading towards Otbach by that route. So they'll reconvene. So Reed, Garcia et al. Will reconvene down there and
Yeah.
not Bach with you. All right, and so Minsk, that's taken care of. And you're gonna send a letter to Libulin. Oh, so Rupert, are you gonna do anything?
No, not too much. If anything, just goes over the paperwork that he has and tries to learn more about the prototype and a few other things. Just research as everyone else gets to eat and whatnot with the squad. Help out with the group where they can if they need help with carrying stuff or anything else they're skilled at. But it's keeping quiet to themselves and helping where they can.
Okay, yeah. So you can. So that would be like, say you looked at the reset papers for about a week now. You can give me a tech
Yeah,
roll with a -1 dice. So I guess that cancels out your
yeah,
bonus
it does.
dice.
Okay.
The FKC Soroka.
Oh,
Woo!
No.
finally, things are turning up for Rupert.
So Operation Reset, the hardening of computers against uh, nuclear blasts or ECM pulses. It's just the beginning of it. There's some more stuff in there.
Got it.
It almost seems like as you start reading through the basic stuff, you're like, oh, okay, okay, that could work, that could work. And you feel like as you're working your way through it, you're like, is this science fiction?
It's too good to be true. It may be our answer.
Yep, it could be the future. All right. Yeah. So, all right. So everything in Minsk is taken care of. So you want to take the generator,
Yes.
and you probably have to spend at least a day or a couple of shifts. So we'll have Diaz try to fix fix those planes, patch them up as best you can,
Yeah.
refill. So you could top off the tanker. I don't know if you have that somewhere on a spreadsheet, Amy.
The thinker, yes, because I took off some since
Hmm.
we refilled kind.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then you can refill the tanker
Refilled tanker, okay. And
and refill all the other vehicles. I guess
the
in
Kasia
Minsk.
will remind everybody that we put X on the map for where that other the fuel stash was along the Vistula. So
Yeah,
when they are heading back, they know where it is so that we can send a team once the frost and snow are melted.
yeah. So the third. So the 24th, you head out McDonald's in Minsk. Stay overnight in Minsk as a courtesy. On the 24th, hit the airfield too.
Well, if we're
Spend
spending
a
the
day at
night, then Florian wants to challenge Rupert to a drinking game. He thinks he needs to get out of himself. He's too quiet.
Are you gonna accept Rupert? So Florian and Rupert make endurance
I
roll.
was gonna say, what kind of drinks are they?
It's
It's a
it's
root
all
beer.
bad. It's all bad vodka. There might be beer.
Was if it's beer, Rupert would consider. If it's vodka, I'm not sure
Uh,
if Rupert will be a vodka drinker.
uh,
No, Florian would take out the bottle of vodka that he and Kasia got at the Museum of Vodka in Moscow and pour them each a shot.
Okay, I guess I'll go for it.
And how do I roll endurance?
well, are you guys gonna be drinking? So Florian and Rupert are gonna roll endurance and see who wins.
Is that
I
stamina then?
Stamina, yes, stamina.
okay. Oh, he does
Okay.
not have very good stamina. He's usually beer drinker. Oh, I guess it's good enough.
Rupert.
I'm
Nice.
untrained in stamina.
That's awesome.
Florian is going to start singing songs.
Crazy.
Rupert just shrugs his shoulders and just leaves.
All right. So are we gonna? So Volkov asked if you're gonna leave the um airfield intact, or do you
No,
want us to burn it?
no, Don't burn. We might need to return here, Volkov. Remember we talked about we don't just burn things to burn them now. We're done with that.
Right.
And Florian will hand him shot of vodka too. Cause he's already trashed.
Okay.
Well, not
Um,
totally trashed.
All right, so I guess you're gonna have to you have to fly the hind for a little bit and put the trainer plane on the truck, the trailer.
Kasia and Florian can go in line for a little bit.
Well,
But how far do you need to fly it?
no, just to Oddbach. It's like 20 kilometers.
Oh, that's not so bad. They all fly in there.
Yeah, so they'll fly one of the. You got to put one of the training planes on the. You can't put them both on there. It's not going to work. On the Okay. So by the 26th then of by the 26th, then you're going to wrong way. But so that by the 26th, you're going to start heading to Otbach.
You get to Atvat.
Okay. So if you're taking notes, because I mean, we definitely need to do an audit of all this stuff at some point when we get back to Krakow. You know, the only thing, Rupert, you haven't been able to replenish is the main gun, by the way.
In terms of it back to 100%.
No, you got it back to 100% operation, but ammo.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
But you were able to
one thing I gotta
find,
keep in mind.
yeah, but MG3 I think is NATO.
Yes, if I recall, I believe you're right.
So
There's also the 5.56 too, but the G93 tends to be a little bit harder to find.
no, it's not G11. It's
Yeah. The one that you were saying.
yeah, the MG3.
Mhm.
I have it. I gotta read through that. Man, no time anymore. I quit.
No, you can't.
The MG3.
No, no. Um, MG3 is a 7.6251. Yeah, you were able to find
Yep.
it.
Then
You
we were
said-
able to get it?
No, you were able to find ammo to replenish,
Okay.
the magazine and probably get at least one extra magazine.
If not, Kasia knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy in Krakow.
There's plenty of 5.5. If you have a 5.5 stuff that uses 5.56, there's plenty of that.
Well,
Yeah.
Kasia will lean over to Rupert
Yeah,
and
like a
say, I know
M249 or something.
somebody, his name is Heinrich. He owns the Nostrovia. He knows everybody. If we need
Yeah.
something, he'll help us get it. And she'll
Yeah.
jab you on the side.
Okay.
Rupert pieces the name together and is like, okay. Doesn't say anything about it. He goes, okay.
There's
I'll
more than
keep an
one
eye out for it.
Heinrich. There's more than one Heinrich. So she could mean Rapicki or Palecki, right? So there's different ones.
Oh yeah.
Also, what was I gonna say? All right. So at some point, I guess, so you kind of Volkov and Vlad try to corner you.
Rupert? Or...
Rupert.
Okay, yes.
And I guess Florian's drunk, so but Kasha can make a
Florian's in the ambulance.
yeah. Kasha can make a uh-oh. What if Florian goes and gets a Black Madonna because he's drunk?
Oh, she won't allow that.
All right, well, Kasha roll a recon check.
She will push the D10. Because Florian cannot go off the rails. No one is to know that's there.
Oh, 10, that's 2. That's good because you see both things. So Florian talks, he wants to go get the Black Madonna, but you also see Vlad and Volkov try to corner Rupert.
But she will get ran into ambulance and give him little night shot.
Okay. Oh, where is the Black Madonna in the BMP or the ambulance? I can't remember.
No, it's in the ceiling of the the ambulance.
Okay.
All wrapped up. No, nobody saw Kasia put it there except for Jonesy.
Yep.
And
Damn it,
she
Jonesy
will,
knew everything.
and Kasia will go over to Vlad and Volkov and Vlad and say in Russian, "Hey, what's going on, guys?"
Yeah, so they go. So when you overhear it as you're coming up, Volkov asks Rupert. He goes, his arms are folded or crossed. He goes, "What is Operation Reset?"
Kasia will tap him from the back and say, "It is not good to intimidate the little German guy. He
Actually,
doesn't know. He's just to pick things up. He does not know anything."
Rupert just, sizes them up and says quiet, but as soon as Kasia says little German dude, you see Rupert just turn his head sideways to him, like looking at Kasia like a little upset, like you just insulted me. Like, what?
She said it in Russian.
You probably understand some Russian.
My thing is when people talk bad about you, so he's just
She's not
looking
trying
at
to
you.
talk bad. She's just
Rupert, what do you do?
So Rupert would just say that is needs that is talking about a certain clearance, but that is what I'm looking for at the moment. Unfortunately, I don't know much about it. I mean, who knows anything about the orders they were given with initially?
So give me a persuasion roll. See if he buys it.
Yeah. Why is Rupert becoming a spy now all of a sudden? Okay, persuasion? Oof,
Yeah, because he gets
mine's
just
not
cut
that
up and
great.
stuff.
Oh, hey.
uh-oh.
Okay. He's right. He says something like in Russian, but you get the gist of it. He says figures. They wouldn't, and then he says something like Takasha. I doubt they'd ever tell anything to, I guess what's your rank? Lieutenant, right?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think mine's a first lieutenant.
Yeah. I doubt they'd tell anything to just a lowly lieutenant. And he kind of drops it though, because you
She would
persuaded him.
say, Volkov,
Yeah.
you are a captain. If you needed to know it, KGB would have told you. As far as we know, reset could mean that he has to go fix something.
Like press a button?
Well,
Now they're talking silly, Rupert, so that's probably okay. You
At
don't you
least it's not
should
like the key.
wait,
go ahead.
Amy, you're not gonna let Volkov know, right? You're not gonna
no.
okay. All right.
And she
Oh.
would tell Volkov, why don't you go lay down? I don't know how much you and Florian drank, but he is out like lights. You should go sleep.
Well, because I'm fine.
That's what they all say,
If your
darling.
man can't handle his liquor, maybe you need another man.
So that sounds like a challenge. I would say I would arm wrestle you, but Florian get mad.
Vlad being a nicer person kind of says, haha, you're so funny, Captain. Even though I'm a captain too, because I'm a pilot. Just want to remind you, Volkov. He kind of leads him away. Because Vlad's a nicer guy.
She'll give a wink to Vlad and a thumbs up.
Okay.
And she'll turn to Rupert and say, he's drunk. Pay no attention to him.
All right.
Rupert just shakes his head. I mean, shrugs his shoulders like, okay, or whatever.
Okay.
And she'll tell you, I did not mean anything by calling you little man.
You call me little man?
You're shorter than Jonesy was, you littler man.
Wait, what? Why are you calling me a little man? That's rude.
But it doesn't translate correctly. It has to translate to little man.
I didn't even know you said this in the first place. I just knew you were talking about me.
Mhm.
Well, because I don't lie to people. Florian gets mad when I lie.
Okay. But that's still rude.
I don't mean anything by it. Don't be insulted by something you didn't even know I said.
No, you told me you said it, so now how do I not know the information you just tell me?
Oh goodness, men, so difficult.
Rupert just looks puzzled and just walks away, and I'm just like, Rupert just thinks to himself, how did Jonesy do this for so long?
See, they have Krakow City Watch, Krakow Police. Okay.
We are not in Krakow.
No, I know. I gotta reread this.
If we're going to Atvak,
Rada.
it
Okay.
seems like Kasia would ask
Spoilers.
Leo if he wants to stay in Atvak or go back with us. If he goes back with us, Kasia will find something for him to do productive. If he stay here, he has to promise he be good guy. But he's a good map maker. He should come with. He
Oh.
draw it very, very well.
Okay. One. Okay. Break. Yeah, we should take a little break, and then we'll move on to Otvok. Get onto the convoy and see how long it takes us to get to Crack.
Take 57 days. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
We'll probably, since we started late, we'll probably go till like 10:30, if that's okay.
It will probably be fine.
Vince. Okay. All right. So after Minsk, Mazoviki, and the Polish escort, or say they're going to escort um, that one force that you kept that was holding the airfield, they're going to escort them to the border of Ukraine, which is this way, more or less.
Yes.
They take their leave. That's like 15 dudes. And Rupert, you're like, wow, it looks so much smaller. No, it doesn't. No, there's all these Russian guys in their
If anything, it looks bigger because Rupert is a small German man, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so.
She didn't mean it that way.
All right, so you head to Otvok, and then like those guys haven't gotten there yet. It's going to take them quite a little bit of time to say Otvok on the 27th. That's probably going to take them, you guess, a few days to even travel that 20 kilometers. Well, they're going to be over here on this side. Okay.
Well, while that is going on, we can tell those at Atvak that Baron is gone, Admiral gone, safe now.
Yep. Yeah, so this is the cool thing is this is pretty much the convoy. Well, without the howitzer, but then with uh the two um the two Russian the 8-wheel track Russian vehicles. I want to say OT 64, but that's not what they are actually. But the
72.
they're the BTRs.
There's two of them.
Yeah,
That
the two
Volkov had? Yes.
yeah, the two BTRs. So you fly behind, it's pretty impressive. And then you are able to, let's say it takes a couple days. So on the 29th of September, you switch, you load the plane right at that beach area. You load the plane onto the bar, or actually, I wonder if it's easier to do it at Gora Kalvaria. No, it's probably fine here, right? That beach area, you can
There is plenty of room.
back it up and load it onto the barge. So by the 29th, you guys are heading back down the Vistula.
We leave Atvak.
Yeah, so and I guess are you gonna, so where are you gonna put the where, like the tanker and probably the tanker and the truck with the hind, the trailer can go on the barge, but and then the plane, and that's about it if you do it that way.
I would think Kylie would drive the ambulance
Yeah.
with Brian, because we can fit people in the ambulance, holds lots of people.
Well, Brian's gonna be driving the T-72.
I don't think he would be. I think why am I blanking on her name?
No, Diaz is driving the BMP.
Stigney.
Signy's driving the T-72. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And Hicks is
She
back
would
in.
have told Brian, nice try, my tank. Until Ronson takes it.
Well, he does. He's a commander, so, and gunner. All right. So I guess the Vistula Queen here, and then with the hind and the barge. Well, hind disappeared. Maybe the hind disappeared.
No, it's
Sunk.
right.
It sunk.
No, it did not. Do not make bad jokes.
It fell
Um,
into the new dimension due to atomic spacing. Finally
Right,
matched.
yep. And then it's
The
going to
little
be
man was flying it. No, just kidding. It just
uh,
means little as in not as higher rank. Not little guy.
so I guess you left one
Calling
M113.
more people little.
You left one M113 with them, right?
Yes, just one.
Yeah, and then you have, so this one's not there anymore. One of them's not, but then you have, BMP, M113, the howitzers with the other, well, that's with the other group.
The horses are carrying that one. Or
Yeah.
it is.
No, there's a truck that's hauling it now.
Yes.
A truck, and then yep. It's a pretty impressive convoy, actually. All right, so Oddbach, how many days are you staying in Oddbach?
As little as possible.
Okay, so you head out by the 30th of September.
Mhm.
Okay, and you head down the Vistula. And let's see, now we got to figure out, wonder what the slowest vehicle is.
Don't know.
And the question, I'm gonna say it's like the Zill. Well, the Gaz is pretty fast, but the Zill maybe. Let me see. The general purpose cargo truck. Zill travel speed is 5. Yeah. Man, the gas can haul on roads. It can haul at 8. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
So gas, so it's 5. So it's 50 kilometers per shift. Assuming you guys go 2 shifts. I mean, obviously the horses are the slowest thing if you all travel together. Or are you gonna go up ahead and like be in like 2 groups?
I think 2 groups make more sense.
Yeah, because so then the other guys are gonna go at 3. So
But we would leave enough support to keep them safe.
I mean they got 300 people, Amy. Nothing's gonna attack them, really. It might be good for you guys to go like ahead.
But we kind of have to let them know to expect a little bit more people.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Are you guys gonna be on the east or west side of which side of the Vistula?
Probably down the middle.
No, the Vistula Queen is in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, we can't be in the middle of the river.
Yeah. So do you want to go east or, I mean, this side?
Which would be the road? Where would the main road be? On the east side of the Vistula or the west?
I will look on the Google map because that's probably a bit better.
We would travel whatever side we could still see our party. Even if they're in the hindsight, just so
Yeah,
that
the bigger there's
Hindsight is
definitely a
2020.
better road is on like this one here, 79.
Mhm.
Got it. So in that case, I guess whatever that side would be of the Vistula Queen.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to go down like 79. So it's basically gonna go down 79 until it meets with 48, and then yeah, and then it's gonna be tricky, but
While all this is going on, Kasia did make the borscht for everybody so that she can apologize to Rupert for him thinking she called him little guy, not meaning little guy, just lower rank, and thank everyone for their service.
Is this at night or is this as we're moving?
Whenever. I'm sure
Okay.
she's cooking all day, so you can whenever
I mean,
we
like
stop.
you probably stop
Okay.
the first night in Gora Kalvaria, even though it's only like 20 kilometers away. It's a light day.
I
Um,
gotcha.
and then the next day, on the 1st of October, wow, on the 1st of October, it I think it's a frost. There's a hard frost on the 1st of October. So
Hard freeze, hard frost.
yeah. So the ground is frosty. It's chilly. It's very chilly. Yes, a hard
You're from
frost.
Germany, you should like. You should like weather.
Yeah, it's a hard frost. So some people make the comment it's a good thing that we attacked the Baron when he did, because I'm sure by the hard frost he would have attacked,
Most likely.
or they would have been deserting. All right. Yeah, so let me look at the so you guys travel, and then like these guys are like gonna be a day behind after Gora Kalvaria, and you probably give them, y'all collectively meet after one day in Gora Kalvaria, because that's about right, a full day of, or at least one short shift of travel where everyone can sort of travel together, although Gora Kalvaria takes a little longer to get there.
Mhm.
So from here, about 20 kilometers. So short shift, talk to people in Gora Kalvaria, and then head out.
I'm leaving my letters as I go, talking about trying to build alliance.
Yeah. So
Everybody friends.
anything you want to do, Rupert, or you?
No, everything's okay on my end, pretty much. Just cruising, maintaining.
Yeah, now we're on this map. Look at that. Oh, so long
It's
ago.
been a while since I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Rupert hasn't seen it either.
Rupert has not. It's all new to Rupert.
Yeah, so like this, I mean, there's actually a road that goes down this way, and then you will have to cross, which is a good thing you're on this side, because here you kind of go into the swamp. So on this side of the is it doesn't matter for the Vistula Queen, right? But and then at Deblin, you guys are gonna have to cross a bridge.
But we have friends in Dublin.
Yeah, and then there's like a road that goes kind of this way, and then you can um get back on this side of the road, I think. I don't know. I have to look at what the Google says.
I mean, they would stay on whatever road is good for them, and we would stay as close as possible.
Okay. So, like I said, on October 1st, there's a hard freeze.
Mhm.
Um, I have like a little thing here. Oh no, here it is. I have like a little measuring thing. 10 kilometers. So look, 10 kilometers per thing, and then I measure from Goral Kalvaria down. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Right. So that's 2 shifts, 100 kilometers, right? That's crazy.
Mhm.
Is that right? It's
I
like a
think
one, like one shift you go here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, to Krasanish. And then, oops, the second shift, 1, 2, 3. Unless you want to stop in Dublin for the evening.
um I think Kasia and them would be anxious to be getting back. She's very concerned about if Pope okay.
Yeah. Like here you can cross again. And then you'll end up,
So on 10-2,
yeah, on 10-2, you'll be here.
to
Well,
which
I mean, the thing is too, though, like you guys will be going 5, and then the rest of the guys will be going 3. So it might be, yeah,
we stop there then.
stop in Dublin, because then
Well, not
because the horses will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so they'll go to, so they'll get to here.
but they'll be close enough, right?
Well, they'll be close. They'll be like 20 or like 15 kilometers behind you or so.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys can get it on the so that was
That's
the
10-2.
10-2. So then so you guys are in Dublin
Mm-hmm.
and you let them know that this is what's going on. So you might want to wait for them and then go ahead of them. And the Vistula Queen is just the Vistula Queen is like can stay and be in the middle if it needs to,
Mm-hmm.
but end up in Dublin because the Vistula Queen goes about 5, goes about 100 kilometers. We figured out for
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay. So in Dublin, just give me a persuasion roll.
Am I trying to convince them of something?
Yes.
Okay.
That it's cool that these 300 Russians are coming through here. Okay, I guess they're cool with it. I think.
Well, I mean, in exchange for killing the Baron and not causing so many problems, Admiral gone, I think they're happy.
Yes.
And they, huh?
This interesting. So Minsk Mazoviaki is like about 70 kilometers away, but in a different direction.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lubulin is down this way.
Yes.
Okay. Rupert, doing anything exciting?
No, I don't think so.
You guys are getting all your XP for the hex travel.
We are
Um,
all over the place.
Okay. All right.
Bronson is telling his war stories to Diaz as she's driving.
Okay, so from Dublin, from here, let's figure out where the horses are gonna go, and then so they're about here. So 1, 2, 2, 3. Yep. So the horses can probably make it to Solek, more or less. Kind of cross one bridge at Dublin, and then cross back over at Pulavi, which is actually on the river. I don't know why anyway.
Kashi would ask the question of Adam if it would make more sense to have torpedo boat stay up with horses and we continue further ahead because we have to get to Krakow, make sure they know all these people are coming.
Right. You might have to even go around Krakow, right? You know what I mean? Okay, well, Solek is where. Okay. That's where the horses are going to be, and then you guys from Dublin go here. Well, that was 6, but you guys could go. You guys could make it to about here, like outside of Sandomir's. Is that okay?
Instead of Dublin?
No, on the next day, on the 3rd. Is that right?
Okay.
You
So
guys will
3
make, yeah, you guys will make it to here.
to Sandomir?
No, not quite. So between Anapol and Sandomir's, I do need to see what's at Solek if there's anything. I mean, no one's gonna mess. I doubt anyone is gonna mess with what you guys got there.
Don't think so.
I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty impressive. Right. Unless
And-
Rupert, are you gonna go on ahead, Rupert, and be like what is it called?
Scout?
Not a scout. Bait.
No,
No,
not letting him be bait.
a German likes to eat bratwurst, but he will not become the bratwurst.
Okay. It says
You've
go
not
to
given him
page.
enough to drink to do that.
Go to page 27. Okay.
You
That
died.
didn't-
Go ahead and start from the beginning.
Always wear your flak jacket.
San River to Dublin. Okay.
I think there's gonna be a point in time where you guys make it to Krakow before us.
Yeah, at Anapol, you guys had that fight with that dude with the overcoat.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like a bridge somewhere. And
But
you passed the wreck of his other boat.
Mm-hmm. The orange area on the map is where the bridge was.
Yeah. So Solek is a small village on the west bank of the Vistula. It's burned to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to explore?
No, I think we already did.
Okay. All right. So it's a burned out village, Solek. I think the other across the river.
Would it be faster for them to travel like on this road when they get that close?
Where are you pinging?
Over here? Krakow up there. Don't they go further this way or no, not really?
Yeah, Krakow is like
Up
kinda-
there.
oh, you like through Kiliesh and Radom and all that? Like
I
straight
just wonder if it would be shorter distance.
to go straight across?
Don't know.
I don't know. I think it's best to stay together and be escorted.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
50 numbers. I
Yeah,
agree.
and you don't know. I mean, you don't know what's like a Radom, Kiliesh, all that kind of stuff. You don't really know.
Mm.
I think. All right, so select, that's fine, that's probably safe for them because you guys go through there and you can radio back, right? That's not very far, or at least keep in radio contact if you want.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the next day you're gonna go through Sandomierz.
Yes.
Okay. So um okay. So let's see where that leads you. This is yeah,
So this is the morning of the 4th.
all right. So oops.
10-4.
Okay. I'm gonna move there are roads here so people know. Yeah, it just makes it easy. So those guys can probably bypass Sandomierz and camp on the south part of Sandomierz,
Mm-hmm.
the horses.
They're about a day behind.
No, well, we'll see what you guys gonna go. They will end up being a little bit behind, right? Because you guys will get to Sandomierz like
Then we would go
early.
into town and talk to them.
Yeah, okay.
Tell them what's going on, that we have our group coming through. Do not be afraid. We mean,
Okay. All right, so give me a persuasion.
another one.
Yep. There's got to be some tension, and right, Vince.
I guess.
But
Okay,
she has
nope.
an AA.
Well, you could mess up.
Hopefully not. Do not encourage.
Doesn't look like it.
No. Yeah, so that's one. You're at the edge of the map there. You guys can make it to like just outside of Skuzen.
Bosom.
Yep. You're like really far ahead of them now.
Well, but
Now
we
you're
didn't
now you're
say-
probably like a day ahead of them. Right. Yeah, you're almost a day ahead of them.
But we explained why. Torpedo boat back with them.
Yeah, the torpedo boat's back there, and you guys are the Vistula Queen.
We need to give them a little bit of a fair notice.
So the Vistula Queen is with you guys,
Mhm.
and then the torpedo boat. I don't have another boat. I'll just use a technical.
It's no problem.
Sam,
We-
Sam, you left. Oh no, you left Sam back in Warsaw. No.
No, we did not.
Oh, okay. All right. So, let me see what's in Skuzen.
Another persuasion, though.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's there. There's a bridge there. Oh, this is the bridge that way back, you guys blew up.
Yes.
The bridge here.
Moved the debris to the side.
Yep, yep. So that's kind of clear now. There's sandbars and all that kind of stuff, but it's fine. Okay. All right. And then what's Novi Koruskin? What does that key mean? It's a village.
I think we might be close to where we put the X on the map.
The X on the map.
But
Yes.
there's already one there.
No, the fuel. The fuel.
The
There
fuel,
was
yeah,
that town that was burned down.
it was oh, was it here? No. That was
No, I thought that was up where we kind of near where we're heading to.
like around here, like early on, you think? Or
It was somewhat early on. It was just like a little town off to the side.
huh.
I would have to
Um,
go through my notes. But
it was like a random encounter, right? Oh no, no,
yeah,
Earth. It was oh, I found it in the book.
I am
I'll
looking.
mark it in red here.
You found it?
Yeah. I'll put a rectangle red. So it's like here. It's in this area.
Which area? Oh, up there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was closer to the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah, yeah. It says there's diesel and gasoline hidden near there. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm. That's where
in the
we would
rumor.
put the X on the map. Well, we confirmed it.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Okay. All right. The next day.
Off we
So
go.
I guess everyone can make just a straight empathy roll.
Great empathy.
Yeah. So Rupert, you can do that too. I mean, you run into people along the river and they're like, whoa, look at they steer clear. Okay.
I would like to push.
Okay. So
She's usually more empathetic.
yeah, so you hear that Novi Corsian was abandoned because of plague.
So there's nobody there or just dying people?
There's probably nobody there.
Okay. Then we go past.
You're gonna bypass it?
Yes.
Do you want to wait for these other guys?
I would radio back to stay clear of it. Potential
Um,
plague.
They're like 50 kilometers away. There's nothing unless you get the hind up. You won't be able to contact them.
We would get the hind up. I think
Okay.
it's important for them to know.
Okay, I'm not gonna have if you do that. I'm not gonna have you roll a tech. We will have to look at fuel consumption at some point. I guess you could have refueled.
Well, you said we topped everything off.
Yeah, back in Minsk, Mozambique.
But we've not been flying it that far.
No, no, no. The hind's fine. I'm not going to worry about that. But the vehicles that are moving, all the vehicles, they're topped off. I guess you could have maybe
We would have.
refueled at Dublin and
Yeah.
Sandomierz if you needed to. That's fine. We'll just have to pay the appropriate, ammo that you guys have a lot of.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep. Tons of ammo. I mean, or one chemical round. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Nobody is to know we still have chemical rounds.
Yep. Or like some mortars or something. I don't know.
Just give them guns and ammo.
Okay. All right, I'll have to figure that out one of these days. Okay. I mean, it's supposed to be a survival game, but you guys have so much stuff, it's at this point. Okay, so you're gonna
We are
bypass,
prepared.
yeah. We're gonna bypass Novi Corsian, right?
Yes.
So and you're gonna radio back to them. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll just mimic, that you're bypassing here.
We're on the water.
No, but the convoy is not.
Oh,
That's 56. That's like that's one shift. 1 shift and you're across from this place. Yeah, you guys could make it to Krakow
Okay.
on that day.
And she would go talk to,
Well, I mean, the Vistula Queen is gonna anchor at Novi Huta,
right,
because
but
that's where they anchor.
she would radio, because we didn't radio,
Mhm.
letting them know. Big group coming, going to the airport, getting settled there. Do not be alarmed.
Okay. Yeah. So you know what? I think that's probably a good place that we will stop. Sorry we didn't get to the, because I think it's important to play out, you know, how Krakow is going to. They were just outside of Sandomierz, right? How is Krakow gonna react to this? That's, I think, important.
Well, I mean, we're sending them off to the airport, so they won't be going all through Krakow.
Yeah. So these guys are like here. And Skuzen what was Skuzen? Was that burned out? No. Was that a burned out town also?
This one?
This one here, yeah.
Think so.
Yeah, they're just outside of Skuzen. And you told them to
To avoid,
bypass that. Okay.
yes.
So they are,
This is what I'm wondering if they take this road over here, if it's better.
yeah, they're still like 2 days out.
But it gives us time.
Yeah, they're still like 2 days out. Makes sense. Okay. All right. That's probably a good place to stop. I'll go through the questions. That's 2 XP for sure because you traveled and you. Yep.
There's more than one question.
I know. Oh, aren't the questions in a handout in here? Oh no, they're on the. That's fine. Here, develop your character. All right. You guys participated.
Mm-hmm.
You follow your moral code? Not really. I guess you guys probably followed your moral code or were pushing your story. So I'll give you that. You didn't really risk anything.
No.
And you traveled, that's 3 XP.
Yes.
No really dangerous events. All right.
No.
The Everest reset falling into other hands.
Yeah, it could have been dangerous for Rupert. I guess he's avoiding Volkov, right? This whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, because she put her life on the line. But not for really anybody, but not really.
Yep. Okay. So 3 or 4 XP. Sorry, it's a little slow today, people watching, but it is what it is. We traveled. We're gonna have to go back and audit ammo and fuel at this point.
Okay.
And when you're resting, you can top off and all that, but we'll have to figure that out. And I guess you probably got like at Minsk Mozaviki, you got like actual like but you're not gonna convert back, right? If it's not. Yeah.
You mean fuel?
Yeah.
It's up to him.
No, you're not gonna convert but to like a diesel or gasoline engine from the from the
For
ethanol, right?
biofuel? No.
Yeah.
Kasha's trying to develop biofuel for everything.
So that's
Make
gonna
things
be
a little bit
it's
better.
probably gonna be expensive. So, but you probably could have, I guess, bought if we figure out that you're gonna be losing fuel or that you don't have enough fuel, you can buy fuel in Dublin and or Sandomierz.
Mhm.
We just gotta then take off
The weapon.
the ammo and weapons to pay for it. Okay. Well, thank you all for playing. Thank you everyone for listening. Thanks, Vince. Sorry keeping you a little late.
No worries.
And we got out of Warsaw, and we're almost back to Krakow.
Almost there, almost home.
And then
For
we'll see.
some.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be less like big unit tactics and more like RP, role playing and stuff like stuff like that, right? So once we get back to Krakow, that's why I just didn't want to jump into it right away. So what's the date, Amy?
It is 10-5 when the Vistula Queen Rim gets back.
Yeah.
It'll be 10-7 when everybody reunites.
Yeah. Okay. And the Vistula Queen's gonna, like I said, since Adam's still a little wary about Krakow and some of the people there, he mentions Repecki and Stanislav by name. He calls them goons. Them and their people are goons, but he kind of anchors near Novi Huta because people avoid it because it's it got hit with nuclear explosions.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, I guess you could have these guys go this way,
Whichever way.
and bypass Krakow, but it's up to you.
But they
Okay.
have to go back that way.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
figure it out.
yeah,
It's
it's
no
probably-
problem.
Okay. Cool. All right. Thanks for playing.
Thank you for running. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Good rolling.